G'day, I'm Tori. It's Monday. It's bloody awesome to see you. Like, subscribe, become a channel member, and let's get into the day of a full-time reseller. Oh, yeah, that's me. Tori here, Geelong-Flipper. Hey guys, Tori.
Your mate Tori.
It's Geelong-Flipper here.
Geelong-Flipper.
Me, Tori.
Tori here.
Uncle Flip. I'm Tori.
Tori here.
Tori here. The
Geelong-Flipper.
How you doing? Legends, how are you? It is Monday morning, about 9:30, 9:40 actually. Leaving a bit earlier than normal, going to the offsite. I'm going to try to get some pack and track done before my friend Daniel shows up and we start testing those vintage Apple computers. I've got the power supply in the car, I've got cords at the offsite. Look, this is either going to be good or disastrous. It's going to be the land of milk and honey, or it's going to be the world of spare parts. There is a butt ton of stuff. I also yesterday I was really out of sorts, guys, so that's why you got the older video, just with Dad going back into hospital. He's had a few more strokes, can't feel one side of his body. Hopefully that comes good. It's all due to multiple brain bleeds that he's had. Horrible, heartbreaking stuff. But I've got to keep working too. This is one of the things. Plan for when you're self-employed, guys. There's a lot of talk. A lot of people want to, go full time. It's not something I suggest unless you really, really want it and you know what you got to do to get there. I'm not rich. I scrape by, but I love my life and I wouldn't change it. But just there's stuff like, Dad's crook. Other members of the family who have traditional employment, if they've got leave, they can take it. I can't stop because I don't have a reserve of money or an employer that goes, yeah, that really sucks, Mr. Favreau, go and look after your dad. So I go see Dad, then I go back to work. Go see Dad, go back to work. Not multiple times a day. I'm not that sort of angel, but I'm not exactly an angel at all. I try to be a good person, but I fail like everyone else. We had some sales overnight, which was good. We did the Whatnot jewelry sale last night, which went well. We just did a shorter one. It's just with so much going on, the Whatnot money is great, but it was just like, no, get it done, have a good time. But then we both actually focused on eBay after that. So I did a whole heap of photography. Alli did, we being myself and my fiance Alli. Alli did a whole heap of listings. She is scheduled out now until the latter end of the month. Just one a day. That's what we do. We just schedule ahead as far as we, feel comfortable to sort of build that buffer. And it has worked. It's kept stuff ticking over. A lot of people, when they're listing, they sit there and they forget. They forget to schedule and they just list. So I always do save it as a draft, save for later or whatever it bloody says. And then later I go in and I've got all these other listings ready to hit the market. So I think I've got about 8 in my draft bank, which I do need to attend to and pace out. And then I've got some stuff that I want to start listing now. I'm starting to list all these Thomas trains that I've got, and they're really cool. So I want them out soon, and I want to get them done in a bundle because ideally, because I would really love if someone saw it and I said I've got heaps more die cast or whatever, that they can go, yeah, okay, I'll have a look through. So I think I need to do that. Well, I don't think I need to. I need to do that. But the sales from eBay over the weekend was probably a couple of $100. I think we're picking 8 or 9 orders. It's a lot slower than normal because I have not been tending that garden as much as I have Whatnot. Whatnot, we've had some really good ones. The video game sale was about $1,000 and something bucks from memory. The kids' book sale was $520. I'll be doing that by myself this coming Friday. So guys, make sure you bookmark this Friday coming up. I don't even know what the date is. This Friday. What's today? The 4th. What does that make it? The 8th? That'll work. So come and hang out with me, because that will be my social thing for that night. Yeah, because Alli's off just helping a friend and house sitting and looking after their pets for the weekend. So I am scaramouching by myself, which it'll kind of be fun. I'm going to eat all sorts of inappropriate food, right? And then I'm going to hop on. I'll do a cheeky Friday night live with the family, you guys. And then, yeah, I'm going to do kids' books again. I'm going to be smashing them. That was fun. Like, isn't that silly? I never thought, like, I had so much fun just chatting to you guys. And I think that's one of the things too. I try to treat Whatnot as a chat. As long as the audience is chatting too. Sometimes it's a little bit hard. You've got to maintain, even when sometimes you're like, I'm tired of talking. And I'm not, but tired of talking to myself if no one's chatting. And you've just got to keep doing it and try to engage people. I'm lucky though, because we all support each other. Generally there is a chat going, even if it's amongst you guys. So I'm very blessed in that regard. I'm glad to get this stuff packaged, and I'll be showing you, of course. There's some neat little knickknacks in there. I've still got the private pick in the back of the car. I'm going to list some of that. I was going to save some of it, and then I'm like, nah, you got some cool stuff in there that can be listed on eBay. Show eBay some love, because, you know, at the moment I'm certainly not in any exclusive club with anyone. I'm not just a Whatnot seller, even though that's all you hear. I love eBay, and I'll continue to sell on eBay. I think it gives us opportunities that Whatnot, quite frankly, doesn't. And sometimes I do think that, you know, we throw out the baby with the bathwater on Whatnot as well. Last night, a couple of the pieces that Alli was loading up, look, don't get me wrong, it was a real fun show. But there was some, I don't know if the group was just disinterested or whether I didn't explain stuff well enough. It could have been my fault. But last night, there were pieces that Alli would have easily got $70 on eBay and was listed for $70 on eBay, that sold on Whatnot for $3. And I felt terrible because, yes, it's great to have fun, but it's also our income. She's full-time reseller as well. So we threw out some very, very high-end costume jewelry pieces made by reputable designers, and they went for $3 and $4. I still need to explore that maybe designer pieces aren't right for Whatnot. Maybe people, because it's so visual, maybe it doesn't mean much. Maybe it's easier just to find stuff that goes like sterling silver and, you know, 9-carat gold. I don't know what the keywords and phrases are that to make people realize, let people realize that you're selling higher end. Yeah, that's a curious one. Let me know your thoughts if you've sold jewelry on Whatnot. Like, because the week before we did really well, we crushed it. And last night we did $250 in about an hour and a bit. And though, you know, and I'm always going to be frank about this stuff, the actual value of the stuff that we were sold, in terms of if we'd listed it, it would have been quite comfortably over $1,000 or more dollars. So it was a little bit of a, I just said to her, look, I'm really sorry. Maybe I just didn't impress upon people enough that there was genuine, very expensive items. So you guys got some, well, not you guys, but some of you guys got some bargains last night. Got some absolute bangers for $3 and $4. So well done. And that's what Whatnot is great for. And I love it for that. Hang on, I'll just get my coffee and toasty. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. Keeping super busy. But, you know, it is just one of those things. It's like, and it was like when I asked during the live the other day, I was like, oh my God, how much, this game's worth this much. Should I put on Whatnot? And even you guys who buy off me on Whatnot were like, no, put that on eBay. It's a game called Odama. It's a GameCube game. So I'm going to list that. I think depending on how you're sourcing and what you want to get, it may be worth your while comping some stuff. I don't comp everything. If I go and buy a bulk lot, I think sometimes like some of the stuff is like really neat, okay, that goes up there, and some stuff is good, but I always try to not, like even the kids' books, it's like they're books that like I liked, so they're never just stuff I'm throwing away or just trying to get rid of it. Even though there's sometimes a lot of them, I try to push quality stuff through Whatnot as well, because I do think at the end of the day, I want people to feel good if they did an impulse buy, even if it was for a few bucks. I don't want anyone to go, oh bloody hell, what was that? But yeah, the jewelry stuff we may need to explore a bit more, because yeah, maybe it was just my presentation, no idea. About to get my food. All right, food achieved, guys. Food achieved. Hopefully it's just video and not in slow motion or anything weird. Daniel's just told me that he's not too far away, so I'm trying to, well, I was trying to do pack and track, but the fact he's helping me, actually, you know, you prioritize that. Yeah, heading to the offsite now. Probably no point me stopping at the Oppo this early on a Monday morning. They won't have restocked from the weekend. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Now, I might be able to intermittently show you guys what we're doing, just purely for the fact that Daniel's been on before, but he just, you know, I don't want to mic him up and, hey mate, let's talk. No, we'll just talk, and occasionally I'll turn the camera on and show you what we're doing, because yeah, he doesn't mind if the camera captures him, but he doesn't want to be like a star of the show. So no, he's a fantastic human being. So I'm really looking forward to him getting over there. It was nice yesterday too, because when I was at the offsite, my friend Tony, he lives around here, and he was driving from the supermarket nearby, and he saw my Mini parked in, and he's also got a storage unit, so he doesn't call it a warehouse. So he basically popped in for about 10-15 minutes to give me a hug and talk about Dad for a bit. Still trips me out. Like, he's 53 now, I'm 53 in October, and then we'll have known each other 50 years. 50 years, guys. And want to know something fun? And this geeks me out. We have never had a harsh word with each other. We've never had a falling out, a disagreement. Never. I reckon that's special. I'm so grateful for this friendship. So yeah, he is like my, well, I guess he's a little bit older than me, but he is my brother. But also, yeah, just we've never disagreed on anything, and he's always supported me. So is his wife. Yeah, just fun. All right, we're at the offsite. I'll try to get set up as best I can. Daniel's just messaged me back, so I'll see what that says. He may have misinterpreted. I told him, hey, I was just trying to get some packing done, but he may think I've said come over for the packing. So, and that's fine too. I'm looking forward to seeing him. I only saw him for 5 minutes the other day, and it just wasn't long enough. All right, guys, I'll see you in there. All right, guys, this is the offsite, my warehouse. If you haven't been here before, there's a lot of stuff in here, but it's actually in a fairly small space. It's a 4x6. So yesterday I did some cleaning up. As you know, I had to step all over everything, but did about 2 hours tidying. I'll show you. So to you may still be saying, oh my God, this is terrible. To me, it's a huge improvement. So the stuff up the back there, I'll take you through. Firstly, that's all stock, but it's cool. I've got to sort out. Can't lay like that forever. But yeah, got some cool stuff there. And this stuff here does need to be sorted. But this area here, as you guys would remember, you couldn't even walk through here. So the fact that we can even walk through here now is a blessing. Now, for those of you who have been curious as to the contents behind here, these are Apple IIe computers. So there's also, like, I've got technology I need to be testing. Double disk drives for the computers there. That sits underneath. The monitor sits on top. There's more floppy disk drives at the back. Another monitor, just a CRT. Another hopefully working computer. This is all software. So under here is all software, all software, all software, more software, a Batman skateboard, even a spare part computer. Like, I looked one of these up the other day and it was like $300. Crazy. So I want this stuff to be working, guys. But speaking of working, I guess we better do some pack and track before Daniel gets here. Alrighty. So, just so you guys are aware, I have got hot food. Daniel's arriving in half an hour and it is cold. So I am going to eat whilst I work and whilst you hear me. So you'll hear crunching. It's human, bad luck. And it's not even me being rude. This is a vlog. People eat. Just I generally get comments afterwards like, oh, why did you do that? That's disgusting. I don't know. Because I like food. And I like toasties. Oh, by the way too, I'm lucky enough, if you heard some ruffling, I forgot to put the baffle on. Actually, mind your ears for like 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Mind your ears. Okay. All clear. You should be all clear. Get the iPad. I keep forgetting to put the baffle on. It's a wireless mic called the Chrissy mic. Glasses on the puppy. So we're going to get straight into it. Probably, unless all the tubs are in the way, this is going to be quite quick because I don't want to mess Daniel around. I can already see where something is in the way. Yes, I will join that hotspot. I'm also interested to see how long the battery pack, the power station, lasts with computers plugged into it. Okay. Straight up, I don't know why I have to come back to you. You can hear me wherever I walk. Straight away, the stuff I need is directly behind all that shit there. Honestly, you couldn't write a script sometimes for it, could you? Better have another bite just to appease my sadness. Wow. That would have been super loud. Oh, good. I had the foresight to use tubs on wheels. Give me a second. So the first item, it was in such a big bulk buy, I couldn't even attribute value to it. But to the buyer, it was worth $15. So these are Kinder Surprise, and they are Cars toys. They are cool. They're probably worth more than $15, but they're super cute. $15 plus post. Easy done. Next is an overhead tub, which will make me cry tears. Please, please. I've got stuff. I hate going into the overhead so much. Where's tub 61? It's down the bottom of a bunch of heavy stuff. Oh, wait, I'll get the computer magazines first. Oh! Oh, my God. I don't like climbing on camera. Give me a second. It would have to be today when I'm trying to go quickly because Daniel's coming. There is so much stuff in the overhead. I'm just going to grab it all down and just show you what's sold, all right? Yeah, I like chatting to you, but it's just like, oh my God, we'll make up for it. We'll make up for it. Let me just get this stuff down. There's at least another 4 items up top. I'm getting that down. I'll show you the Housos DVD, which, by the way, sold for $50, and I paid $1 for it. Wait a second, no, I didn't even pay $1 for that. That was just in a bulk bunch of DVDs where I said I'll just take the whole lot. What did I pay? There were multiple box sets. There was heaps. I wouldn't have even paid $1. I may have paid 15 to 20 cents. So $50. All right, let me get the rest of the stuff down. All right, guys. Well, I was totally wrong. Can you see down there in the corner? That's Daniel. That's my dear friend. So he's like, if you need to record and stuff, it's okay. I don't mind. I'm like, do you want to be on the video? Because he's been on them before. And he's like, well, I don't care if my face is on there. I just don't need to be mic'd up. In any case, oh my God. Did I? Okay, so I just bumped the camera because, you know, that's what I do. Daniel's trying to find those Fisher-Price loving family toys that I've had forever. I didn't put a skew on again. I was doing so well. And also he's been rummaging through, I'd say at least 1,000 cars that I've got just here. So anyhow, I can't find the little peel, but I'll show you what else has been sold. Just to get that out of the way, and then we'll have to be testing these Apple computers. Okay, so you know the computer magazines that I've been selling? Sold another 2 bundles of them for $40 each. So $80 for something I got for free, with another $40 postage, I think roughly. They're heavy. I don't know where they're going for that amount, but it's somewhere, not here. And I'll just get up the eBay. So I guess the long story short is, don't discount the fact that if you see old magazines, they're not always trash, is what I'm trying to say. I'm spewing about the Fisher-Price loving families because basically I'll have to refund $30 and I still have to find the darn thing. So stock taking, I haven't made enough time. There's no one to blame but me. Okay, this vintage horror paperback went for $10. It's beaten up, but someone will enjoy it. I sold this Diary of a Golf Pro. Once again, this was just in a bulk bunch of books. I didn't really pay anything for it. Sold it for $12. I've got my own 2 books, Pinata and A Flock Apocalypse. They're somewhere here. Isn't that succinct? I'll forget them if I don't do something about them. I've got more copies at home, but yeah, they were purchased, and I'm guessing, like I said, I'm guessing that's a viewer purchase. So Karina, thank you so very much. This cute little guy, he's just an Anko toy, but he's sweet and he's squishy. That was in a bulk lot that I had. So that sold for $12. Then I've got the Star Wars shirt, which I mentioned before. I paid $4 for that and sold it for $20. And there's a book here called Spells, which I paid. No, I didn't. I got this in another. Well, it owes me cents. I sold it for $20. And yeah, literally, it would have been about 5 to 10 cents in the bundle I bought. And I showed you, I think, yeah, I did, showed you the Housos. So yeah, once again, cents into $50. And the little cars from the Kinder Surprise. So what we'll do now is we'll just quickly get that stuff packed away. Poor Daniel. I guess the very next thing is, I don't know, going through these ones. Otherwise, I'll just be cancelling it. Daniel's like, don't cancel. I was like, I'm just going to cancel it.
I'm here. I'm an extra set of hands.
Extra set of hands, absolutely.
Might as well do something useful.
Okie doke. So, what we're going to do, legends, though, while Daniel actually does the hard work, we'll get this stuff quickly packed away that it can get out of here. Because, yeah, I'm keen to have a bit of tomorrow off. I did some photography last night of some Thomas trains, like I told you guys about on the drive here. And, yeah, it's just, it feels good getting stuff done. We've got so much packaging material over here. Daniel is helping me out with some shelving that we'll be able to set up our whatnot stations properly, thank God. Yeah, so it is most definitely all systems go. And just trying to free up my day for tomorrow to do a fair lot of nothing. Tuesdays are a good day for a day off because the oppos are only just starting to fill back up again after being slaughtered over the weekend, which is always frustrating. Like, we went into the oppo yesterday and it was decimated. This is Jeff's. Okay. Book of the Spells. I must admit, nothing really beats having your packing material literally on hand. It's so good. I was like, oh my God, imagine there's actually... Oh no, it's a book. I felt like it was a notebook or a journal. So... Don't forget, guys, some of these names, sometimes when I'm filling out these parcels, they look like people who might comment on the YouTube channel. If you are a viewer and you're buying, always say g'day in the note to seller. That way I can shout you out properly. Nothing worse than, especially if you think, oh, he'll know who it is. Well, if your name is like Flying Tiger 123, but your real name is Jackson, no, I won't. I won't have a clue who it is. And I never want to offend you guys. You know that. So don't be scared to say good eye. Maybe not in that voice, but I'll ship that one in a padded bag. He can't help it. He's the same as me. You're meant to be looking for the little people. I can't help it. It's shiny and it clinks and clacks. The other toys are boring. Come on, what did you find?
Let's try and work out what brand that is. It's a no name, but it's a licensed car, so I don't know. Feels a bit cheap.
Fun. No, it's made by China. They actually, the non-branded cars do okay on whatnot.
Well, yeah, because that's not. Like, that would look really good on someone's like
A diorama or a cityscape.
something like that. Yeah.
And the fact is that they don't give a crap about
As long as it's to scale.
breaking copyright.
Yeah, and it's slightly off when it's not the same scale as a. Well, I guess it is. Yeah, someone will want it. There's a buyer for some. There's a buyer somewhere for something.
Every time he says that's cool, I want to turn around and look at it. So
That is cool.
it is cool. Do your job, Tori. Do your job. Do your job. Rainbow porcupine. I think it's kind of funny, like with the fact that I told you guys that was an Anko toy, and I guess that's one of the tough things, isn't it? Because we tend to not want to stock Anko, but $0 into $12, well, it's a good return. So part of it's like, well, what do you do about that? Because if it is a good return, then it's sort of crazy to ignore it. But then you'll have a house or an offsite or whatever you guys do with all those plushies. They take up space, and even the bigger brands that I carry, they don't always rip out. Like, I must admit, I have not sold well, I've got Care Bears. I haven't sold a Care Bear for ages, and I've noticed that they're starting to be available in the wild again. I will still rescue them, but I haven't sold a Build-A-Bear for ages, which kind of shocks me because I've got some awesome Build-A-Bears too, but they're not awesome if people don't want them. I know that sounds silly, but sometimes you need to take emotion out of the equation and just realize, hey, you know you bought that thing and that's great, but it isn't what people actually want. So I think sometimes that can be a bit of a tough realization, that you might have bought a dud even though you really like it. Because I was buying Build-A-Bear like non-stop, and I still think they're cool as, but it may be something down the track that I have to reassess. Another thing I'm going to have to reassess going to Mackay is I probably have to buy a whole heap of those moisture suckers, because I dare say that the humidity is going to play a very interesting role with my stock. Oh, I'm sending this to Cairns. That makes me happy. Don't get me wrong. I know we're settling on Mackay because it makes a lot more sense. But Cairns and Mackay, in terms of far north, were two of my favourite places. But Mackay offers more in terms of opportunity. Also, from what we looked up, not as harsh a wet season. And also, and I could be talking out my ass. So Mackay friends, you can say yay or nay, or Cairns mates. It's just a bit cheaper to live down in Mackay as well. Oh my God. Okay. Do not die, please. That thing is filled with die-cast cars. And I was like, I think you might die under that.
Nah, it'll be alright.
He says now. He says it'll be okay. And I think I've got some large boxes left to send those magazines off, because they weigh a ton. And tub 49. I think it was down there somewhere. Don't worry, it's not number. You might have to move those magazines though.
50, and then there's one next to it.
Yeah, that area's a mess. Just pop it just anywhere it'll fit.
Oh, you want me to put this in the shelf?
Yeah, that was on a shelf.
Yeah, okay.
All right, and don't forget, guys, when you're not sure about like the limits of some of this stuff, like this is a large box. What does it say? I can't remember. I think it's 5 kilos or something. But turn it inside out, send whatever you want. Just label it as your own packaging. I still don't begrudge buying these boxes purely because, well, they are well made. And, you know, it's sort of like, I guess, to the specifications that our postal service knows how rough they're going to be on stuff. So that's always my thing behind it. But yeah, you fold them inside out instead of with the packaging. Otherwise, you've got to obey the rules of the weight limits and other bits and pieces that it may have. And we ain't got time for that, so we'll do it the wrong way. Well, not the wrong way. And they will travel quite nicely. So with the exception of the absolute failure of me once again to find something, this is the pack and track done. The return's going to make me lose $30, which sucks. And yeah, really, that was just silly of me. I mean, I know I list a lot of stuff, and I know mistakes can happen, but I've made a mistake, and it's a $30 mistake. So don't be like me. Oh, there we go. And there's my 2 books I've got to sign. Okay, good things happen sometimes. And I have totally misplaced my tape gun. I believe it's under all this crap here up on the bench. So I shall just tape this shut until I get home and do my labels. But yeah, moisture suckers shall be required, I think, for a lot of this stock, particularly because I carry a lot of books and that. They don't do a bad job though, those moisture things. You only need a few of them for something this space. But I am taking into account the humidity, potentially. It's so bizarre, like talking about a place that, like, especially seeing the videos and thinking, bloody hell, you know, sometime in the next few months, there is, you know, a very high percentile chance you'll actually live there. And that's not me backing out of it. We just don't know what life holds. You know, at the moment, I've nearly got $2,000 saved, but there may be something that comes up that takes all that money. Like this is, and you know how much I love my TV, and my 75-inch TV died, right? I want this move so much, I'm not even getting the television repaired. I'm using a 43-inch TV instead, which really is robbing all the joy out of my life. And not making me want to play video games, but that's my problem. All right, guys, that's pack and track done. Daniel's been a good egg and moved all that stuff. Actually, no, it's not pack and track done. I've got to sign these books, and because I don't know, I'm just going to sign them because, unfortunately, there's no message saying please make them out too. They just say signed. I might write a message just in case it's a viewer. So, Karina, if you're a viewer, I am sorry, just because there's no note for me. I'm just going to say sign. I'm going to write a cheeky something in there for you. But I'm assuming because you bought these books that very, very likely you're a viewer. Okay, so... let's have a look here. Done. Done. Okay, so Karina, thank you. I appreciate the fact you bought both of them. I hope you're not disgusted with me by the time you finish, guys. These are, well, a lot of people do contend that Pinata in particular is one of the most upsetting books of last year, at least within independent horror. And I think that's one of the things, like, the environment is a mother and her children and a dog in an apartment, and it's where things go pear-shaped, is that, you know, some of this stuff... I sometimes think the best horror is where it could have actually happened. And sadly, the events of Pinata, as sick as they are, could have happened. So, in any case, you saw the ladder do its magic trick. You guys are magic. We're going to test some computers, and I'm not going to subject Daniel to the camera running the whole time. So we'll set them up, but I will show you guys what we're doing as we're doing it. Well, after we've done it. All right. Okay, so this is the first thing. We're running off the power supply. It immediately dropped like an hour's use out of it. But yeah, that's the old Apple working. That's just dirt, I think.
Got any cleaning products?
Yeah, somewhere. Okay, it's doing it because there's a screen or a camera looking at a screen. But for us, this is sitting absolutely dead flat. Perfect. I'll take a photo of it and show you. All right, listen, okay? Don't know why I get so much joy out of saying that. I'm not mic'd up, so I'm carrying it. All right, so long story short, the monitors both lit up. I don't have the right cords to connect stuff. And I was like, oh, I think I'm going to blow everything up if I plug this in. And so one of them did make a weird noise, but I couldn't connect it. So, and I thought, why am I doing this? Because like, how many years of dust is inside this thing too? And it gave a bit of a smell. So yeah, I'm not going to try to get this set up anymore. We're just going to do sell for parts and let someone who actually knows what they're doing. But I've reached out to a viewer. He expressed interest ages ago, but I hadn't moved stuff around enough. So hopefully I'll hear back from him. And now I'm going to try not to kill myself when this Dyson I bought ages ago. If you guys remember, I'll show you. So this Dyson I got for $5. I'm about to plug that in and see. It has been tested and tagged though, so hopefully it works. It's fun plugging stuff in, isn't it? All right. There's the power. Looks promising. All right, that didn't look promising. Hang on. Get down there. All right, try again. Wait a second, something's moving. Oops. Okay, it's vacuuming, but those little okay, so here's the story with this one, guys. It was $5 for a reason. The turbo head doesn't spin unless there's something to repair it, but yeah, I don't know, maybe that was $5 wasted. Oh well, it'll be good to get it out of here. I'll leave it on the side of the road maybe, or I might be able to, like, I'll pull out that barrel. I can probably part bits of it out. I don't know, but it's, in my opinion, it's a dud. Oh, I forgot to say too, guys, fun fact, the My Little Pony, the cursed item, the cursed object, didn't pay for it again. Not the same person, someone new. Something borrowed, something blue. It's up there now. It levitated overnight. Nah, I'm sick of waiting. That one, they bought 2 days ago. And no paymento for Mio Mayo. So, yeah. They're fired. I cancelled that one. Bloody hell, I don't think I'm ever going to sell it. Yeah, I will. Ice to an Eskimo. A possessed item to an exorcist. Legends, hi. So, I've left the offsite obviously because I'm sitting in a car. Oh my God. And it was great to see Daniel. It's 12:40 and I'm gonna go and grab some lunch. Lunch here for me. Then I'm going to go home, finish doing pack and track, get that off to the post office. Actually, let's do a quick spin of Duval because I don't want to go to the super today. I want to get some dun oven food. Oven food. Oven food, yeah. So busy all day, but good to get those computers sort of moving around, at least thinking about them. So yeah, I'll either, if the viewer gets back to me, like I said, it's been ages since I communicated with them. They may just go, oh, bugger you. It's been months. And it has been. I've talked about it, sure, but I haven't done anything. But yeah, if they want to pick them up, there's so much circuitry and stuff like that. There's all sorts of boards that they can plug in. So, I don't know. I think it's a really good opportunity. I love this at the Connect 3216. We just drove past it. Hang on. Now, I know that was like 2 seconds ago for you, but it was half an hour ago for me. That was my mum's best mate phoning up to check on my dad. So I lost track of what I was talking about. I'm not going back to find out. Going home to have lunch now and get the packing truck done and clean that Dyson thing. Hopefully I can make something out of it. All right, guys. Fast forward in time. Now another hour and a half or so has passed. Pack and track is complete. Now, hear me now. You better listen, every one of you. I have a lot of work to do. Going to go to the post office, drop this stuff off. We need to pick up some stuff in Kmart. Ali's coming with me. We need to go back to the offsite and pick up some parcels. So I'm going to wrap this video up, guys. Thank you so much for being with me today, though. As hodgepodge and disjointed as it was at times, and I do apologise. Big thank you to Daniel for coming over and helping me out, mate. You're a bloody legend. And guys, thank you for sticking it out with me. If you're not a channel member, if you've got any amusement at all out of this, channel membership starts at $1.49 a month. Nice and cheap. Yeah, I'll see you live tonight, but it'll be tomorrow when you see this. And I'll see you on Whatnot as well. We're going to have so much fun with the cars. Back at the offsite, Alli just scratched my leg. I just scratched her back. And basically, like that was pretty smooth. I just found out from Callie here, a Care Bear has been left in the wild. 2, in fact, over at Vinnie's. Probably won't be there now, but sure as hell I'm going over. Real talk, we are making this side trip. Ali's just behind the camera. No Care Bear gets left behind. All right, guys, real talk, tears in my heart. In the box. But, $20. Soldiers, I'm going to tell you something. You're stuck here. You're prisoners of war. Did you really think I could leave it behind? It's for sale.